Hello, Scorpio. Let's get right into your love reading for the second half of July. So this is going to be focusing on the time frame of July 16th through the 30th for Scorpio. It is a general reading, guys. It won't resonate with every single person. As always, please do take from it whatever makes sense for you and let the rest go. If you're interested in a private reading from me, that information is down below this video, as well as a list of all of the card decks that I typically use for my readings. So in honor of the person that gifted me this particular deck, I really wanted to start off this reading for the second half of the month with some focus messages from the Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection card deck. So Scorpio, let's get started and see what focus message comes through for you. These cards are so super slippery still, since they're so new. All right. They're still a little bit hard to shuffle. I got to break them in, but I absolutely love this card deck. So I want to grab the one on top, and it says, prepare to be astounded, Scorpio. So this month, the second half of the month, may have some plans for you that you're not expecting. So it is telling you to prepare to be astounded. Let's read the back. It says, send them love, wish them peace, see them happy, everyone, always, forever, and prepare to be astounded. And then there's a little PS message on the bottom of each card, and it says, oh man, and will you ever become a big time manifester? So there are certain things for some of my Scorpios that you are going to be manifesting the second half of July. So let's go ahead and tap into the energies of that focus card and see what's coming in for you. So angels and spirit guides for Scorpio, second half of the month. So let's take a look, Scorpio, and see what's going on for you guys in love, relationships, romance, and in life. Let's take a look and see what comes through for you this time around. Pride and ego. Okay, so either you are in this headspace, Scorpio, or the person that you are thinking about is in that headspace of having too much pride at this time. They're very much in their headspace, dealing with their ego. Perhaps that is what's stopping this person from approaching you or opening up lines of communication at this time. Okay, they are very much in their head, thinking about mostly, actually kind of being very selfish with their energies right now, focusing on what it is that they want rather than thinking of you in a sense at this time. So let's take a look and see what else needs to come through here. We have a divine masculine that may very well be dealing with this type of energy. Too prideful, too much in his head, letting his ego get in the way of his decisions in regard to love and romance, especially. For those of you who are in separation, perhaps by the divine masculine being in this headspace at the moment, that is what's preventing him from taking action at this time, because he's just thinking about what he wants for himself, and he's not really thinking about you, Scorpio, especially for my divine feminine Scorpios. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know here for the second half of July, angels and spirit guides for Scorpio? Some of you guys are dealing with a karmic partnership and a divine masculine who may be coming forward with this shadow work. Whenever that comes through, it's somebody who is in a dark space. You know, they are possibly being deceptive or manipulative or being dishonest with you, or not being forthright with what they're telling you. Dishonesty, shady energy. Okay, so if you're thinking about someone like that, Scorpio, especially again for my divine feminines tuning in, this might be the energies that this particular divine masculine is coming through with. Perhaps you already know this. Perhaps you're already picking up off of this divine masculine's energies, okay? Let's grab one more for Scorpio. Yes, look at this. It is a female figure in this photo, so indicative of a divine feminine, of course, but, you know, take it for however way it makes sense for you. It doesn't have to be so gender specific, but it is a refocus card. So I'm geared to tell you that for my divine feminines, those of you wanting to refocus your energies away from this particular divine masculine, especially if this individual that you're thinking about for this reading is either a karmic partner or they have entered into a third-party situation outside of your relationship. So for Scorpio, divine feminine especially, you are choosing to go in a different direction as a result of this divine masculine who is just not quite invested in the connection. Okay, so let's add to this, guys, with some psychic tarot messages. So angels and spirit guides for Scorpio for the second half of July. What else do we need to know, please? What else do we need to know for the second half of July for Scorpio? And for those of you who are choosing to refocus your energies, you know, going back to that focus message of prepare to be astounded, there are some surprises around the corner for you the second half of the month, I'm feeling. We do have the throat chakra that's coming forward here. Perhaps someone's afraid to speak up. Perhaps there is a blockage in communication here, or either no communication or very little communication from this divine masculine. That's a potential here. So let's see what else. Especially if somebody is being manipulative, lying to you, being dishonest about either what they're doing, where they've been, who they've been seeing, you know, whatever the case may be. Because I'm tapping into divine masculine here, who is in a dark energy and dealing with that shadow work, especially if there is cheating involved in a connection. What else, please, for Scorpio? Well, we do have the Eight of Pentacles. In the upright, it is indicative of positive movement forward, Scorpio, but it is falling in the reverse. Okay, so what once was heading towards a forward motion in your relationship is now regressing. This is coming through for me that, you know, it's that mentality of 3 steps forward, 2 steps back type thing, you know. And it's interesting how with this card coming up reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse is no passion, someone who is uninspired, and there is no motivation. So it's falling right below that divine masculine. So if you're dealing with somebody like that and you're tapping into this person's energies, or you have your suspicions that they're just not showing you the type of attention or interest in the connection or the relationship, that's most likely why that's happening. And it's interesting how we do have the karmic partnership, potential third-party situation that's going on here. Okay, what else do we need to know for Scorpio, please, for the second half of July? Angels and spirit guides, please bring it forward for me, please. We do have the Three of Wands coming through with that partnerships and alliances energy. And it's interesting how this is tapping into preparation and foresight. So it's really very similar to the focus message that has come through for you, Scorpio. There is something that's going to be coming in for you, possibly the second half of the month, that the universe is wanting you to prepare for. Perhaps you already know what it is, or it may completely come out of the blue and surprise you, okay? It may very well be this divine masculine who might surprise you by taking some sort of action in your direction, or just surprise you in some other way that we don't know quite yet what that may be. Let's see what else comes through here. But there is this element of needing to prepare for something to happen. We have the Four of Pentacles coming through here with that firm foundation, the need for stability and security in this connection, Scorpio. You just want to be able to stand on solid ground with this person. And what I'm feeling here is that it's just on shaky ground right now. Very iffy situation here. Let me grab one more. One more, please, angels and spirit guides for Scorpio. Okay, well, we've got the disruption card, which is the Tower card in tarot. Okay, so now since it is coming up reversed here, in the reverse, it is disaster that's avoided, a delayed disaster possibly, or the fear of suffering. And so for my divine feminines, especially choosing to refocus elsewhere or towards somebody else and away from this individual, you know, this person might be your ex, but you really don't want to have to deal with any sort of third-party situation or be a part of a karmic partnership. So rather than staying and involving yourself in that type of relationship, some of you guys are choosing to walk away from it and refocus your energies towards something else or someone else in order to avoid this tower coming down on you. Okay, so let's add to this, guys, with some signs from Spirit Love Oracle, and let's see what else has the potential to come in for you this second half of July. So angels and spirit guides, tapping into Scorpio energy. What else needs to come through here, please, at this time for the second half of July, July 16th through the 30th? Please bring it forward for me. What else needs to come through? Incubation. Okay, when incubation comes through, something needs time in order for it to manifest and grow. So whatever it is that you are focused on, especially the second half of this month, there is time that is involved here, so it may not come to fruition quite yet this month of July, but it is in the process of getting ready to come into your life. So I do feel that it's quite appropriate that we have two references to preparation, you know, something that you need to prepare for. And I'm feeling here that it's a really positive thing that's coming into your life, Scorpio. It may potentially be a new relationship for some of you as a result of refocusing and moving away from what no longer serves you, especially a relationship that is karmic or in a third party that you're dealing with here, especially with a divine masculine who has directed their energies towards somebody else and still coming through with this dark energy and with that pride and ego energy coming forward there. If you are choosing to walk away from it and release yourself from that connection, I do feel that you are headed towards a better path for yourself. Okay, let's grab one more. One more, please, for Scorpio. What else needs to come through here? Angels and spirit guides for Scorpio, please, second half of July. Wonderful. We've got the color green. If that happens to be your favorite color, might be tapping into your energies. But the color green is prosperity, health, and abundance. That is fantastic. So for those of you, perhaps, who've been struggling financially, things are going to be improving. For those of you who have been dealing with health issues, things are eventually going to get better. Abundance is headed your way. So that's fantastic. All right, so let's add to this with some romance angels messages, Scorpio. Let me move this over. Let's grab some additional messages for you. Angels and spirit guides for Scorpio for the second half of July. What else do we need to be made aware of for Scorpio? July 16th through the 30th. All right, let's continue to tap into love and romance and relationships, and let's see what has the potential to come in for you the second half of the month. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. You have a soulmate that may be potentially coming in for you, Scorpio. And I do feel that that's a separate connection away from this divine masculine. And it's somebody that's unexpected, I'm feeling. Someone who is very different from your normal type, okay? So keep a lookout for that. What else, please, for Scorpio, angels and spirit guides? What else do we need to be made aware of for the second half of July for Scorpio? You're going to be very attracted to this person that's coming in for you. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And I really do feel, especially once again, I'm really feeling some very strong divine feminine energy for this particular reading, that my divine feminines have the power the second half of the month in order to manifest the necessary changes that need to happen, especially in regard to a particular relationship that you're thinking about for this reading. Because I'm feeling that there are challenges there that may be insurmountable, and perhaps you guys have tried to work it out, but no matter how hard you tried, you feel as though you're the only one that's putting in more effort towards the connection instead of equal effort from both people. So you are choosing to refocus your energies elsewhere. Some of you guys may have already moved on to a new connection where you are feeling this intense attraction towards that individual, and that person may very well be of a different ethnicity from you. Perhaps there's a large age gap for some of you guys. It's just somebody that you never would have expected to enter your life or be dating at this time. And look at this bottom card. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Absolutely. And by doing so, Scorpio, you will be able to attract better relationships in your life by loving yourself first. Because whatever love you have for yourself, that is the type of love that you will attract into your life as well. Okay? All right, guys, so let's add to this with some Lovers Oracle. Let's see what else needs to come through for you. So angels and spirit guides for Scorpio for the second half of July, please bring it forward. What else do we need to know at this time? Healing. Very fitting. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So there are some of you that will have the ability to be able to work through whatever challenges you have going on in your connection. And look at this bottom card here, guys. We do have a sacred union here. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So there are some of you tuning in that are going to be able to work through whatever obstacles, barriers, and challenges that are keeping you from being able to manifest the type of connection and love and relationship that you're looking for at this time. There is healing that is needed there, but the acknowledgement of the union is certainly coming through here. That's for some of you, okay? So let's add to this, guys, with some messages. Twin Flame Messages, Volume 1. Let's see who it is that needs to speak up here for the second half of the month. You don't have to resonate with each and every card in this reading, guys. Take whatever makes sense for your particular situation. All right, let's see who needs to speak up here, Scorpio. Is it you, or is it someone that you're thinking about for this reading? There we are. It's easier to just stay away right now. This person that you're thinking about, for some of you tuning in, they feel that it's just much easier for them to just keep their distance at the moment. Perhaps they have something that they're trying to figure out. Okay, and possibly again, some of you guys may be dealing with somebody who may have gotten involved with a karmic partner or is in a third-party situation. Let's see what else comes through here. But they are choosing to stay away right now. There is no contact with this person. Separation and distance is what they feel they are most comfortable in at the moment. Interesting. I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. For some of you, that may certainly be that divine masculine that's coming through, especially if they were involved in a third-party situation or if they still are. Perhaps they've come to the realization that they made a mistake and that they want you back. They are feeling the consequences of whatever action they may have taken to create a separation or distance, or just the fact that they know that they hurt you somehow. And look at this bottom card here. I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. And the card after that, is it possible to forgive and forget? So of course, it depends on your particular situation, Scorpio. Will you be able to forgive this person? If they did leave the connection with you to pursue a third party, entered into a karmic partnership with someone, ultimately that falls on your lap to be able to figure out for yourself if you are able to forgive this person or if you even want them back. For some of you, I'm feeling that you're done with this person and you're choosing to walk away and find a different path for yourself. Some of you may have already moved on to a different relationship. But this person that you're thinking about for this reading, they still think about you. They're not ever going to forget you. You made such an impact in their life, I'm feeling. And now they're coming through to let you know that they are finally feeling the consequences of whatever it is that they did. And if what they did was enter into a third-party situation, that's very painful to endure in a connection, in a relationship where you invested so much of your heart, so much of yourself towards this relationship, and they hurt you, broke your heart. So what I'm feeling here, especially for my divine feminines, is that you have chosen a different path for yourself, or you're about to. And that's a part of this preparation from this focus card that's coming through. And it's also tapping into that 3 of Wands energy. All right. So let's add to this, guys, with Whispers of Love. What else do we need to know for the second half of July for Scorpio? Angels and spirit guides, what else do we need to know? And for those of you not resonating with a partner that entered into a third-party situation, perhaps you just may feel that the person you're thinking about for this reading has distanced themselves, regardless of the fact that you realize or know that it is either a soulmate type relationship or a twin flame connection. Perhaps they are unawakened to the type of connection that it is. Perhaps they're just keeping their distance at the moment. So give them the space and time that they need. And that in turn will allow you to figure out for yourself what it is that you want to refocus your energies towards. Okay? So not everybody's going to resonate with that third party or the karmic partnership. All right, let's see. Some additional messages from the Whispers of Love deck. Honesty is essential. It sure is. To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. And I have a feeling for some of you, you are dealing with or have dealt with a person that was not being honest with you, being deceptive, being manipulative. Or there was that level of infidelity and cheating in your connection, okay? So in order to win you back, if that's even possible at this point, they need to come towards you with honest energy, opening up lines of communication, and really being honest about what they've done. And if they are truly willing to be able to work things out with you, they have to come towards you with honesty. Nothing but the truth, you know? All right. So let's close out your reading for the second half of July, Scorpio, with some final thoughts from the guardian angels once again. And if this is your first time tuning in, welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. This is one of my favorite card decks to close out a reading. It's got prayers and very inspirational advice and messages. Okay. We've got believe. Be open to all possibilities and opportunities. Let go of preconceived ideas. There is nothing to fear. You are constantly surrounded by love. Start to believe in yourself and trust your instincts. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities abound, provided you are flexible and retain an open heart and mind. Believe. All is possible. That is fantastic, and it truly is picking up off of the energies of this love yourself first card. You have to believe in yourself to be able to manifest whatever it is that you have focused your energies towards, okay? And we end your reading, Scorpio, for the second half of July with a prayer. This particular card reads, Dear Guardian Angel, help me to be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. Help me not to fear the transient nature of life. Help me to remember the eternal light which emanates from my soul and the eternal light which emanates from the heart of every living thing. Help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creation. So this is a reminder for you, Scorpio, that at the end of the day, everything is going to work itself out. You know, you're dealing with somebody who is in this very dark space. Perhaps you know this, perhaps you're aware of it, and if not, this is where they're at, okay? So if there is no communication or very little communication and or dishonest communication, that is where this person's energies and vibrations is currently. You have to find your own light. You need to find your own direction, possibly away from this connection if it's no longer serving you, especially if this person has moved on to a karmic partner and or a third-party situation that they're dealing with, and they have abandoned the connection with you, or they're just not fully invested. All right, guys, so that is what's coming through for you for the second half of July. I hope that whatever part of this reading resonated with you, Scorpio, that it was able to offer you some guidance and clarity at this time. All right, guys, so if you're interested in a private reading, that information is down below this video. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and I will see you guys real soon with more readings. Take care, Scorpio. Bye-bye.